Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we're taking a look at the last of the knives that I had on loan from KC, from KnivesFAST. He was very gracious to loan me a few knives. We had the Hogue, we had the Vector, and now this one. There was a Banter in there too, but I'd already reviewed the Banter, so kind of held off on that one. But now we're going to check out what is the Sig Sauer K320 Nitron by Hogue. So built by Hogue for Sig Sauer. Now the Nitron was, the K320 was built to match up with Sig Sauer's P320 Nitron pistol. Kind of interesting how they do like the pistol knife combination. That's kind of cool. I can dig that for sure. But it is built by Hogue for Sig Sauer. But let's take a look at it. What do we have? Well, we've got a black polymer handle. And it's got this kind of, they call it the P320 texture on it. But one thing I kind of want to point out is, see that spot right there? You can kind of see where it's not as aggressive as the rest of it. That's very cool. There's one on each side, and that happens to be the landing pad for the pocket clip. I think that's really cool. You know, they took the time to do that and make that spot where the pocket clip lands just a little less aggressive so it doesn't wear out your pocket so much. Very, very cool. You do have kind of a elongated or asymmetrical lanyard hole there. Very cool. Now, your pocket clip, nice stainless deep carry clip, American flag on it. That's always cool. It's got the louvers. Nice. But it is a 4-position pocket clip. So right, left hand, tip up, tip down, however you want to carry it. Hogue says go right ahead. I think that's pretty cool. But as you can see there, taking a look, I mean, you've got that grip, that P320 grip texture on there, and it's a really good texture without being overly aggressive. It's just, it just works. It's just aggressive enough, really. I'm really kind of digging that. Got some jimping back here. We'll definitely take a look at that here in a minute. Got Hogue's Able Lock for sure. Now your blade, let's check our centering real quick. Oh yeah, good. Good, good. No issues there. Now as you can see there, you do have, it's a thumb hole deployment. Or of course, you know, you can operate the Able Lock and open it that way. I don't know about you guys, but any of the, let's just call them Axis style locks, even though you're able to do that, because it's an Able Lock, so you're able. That's a good. I don't use. That's not how I open. I don't ever really just do that. I use it to close it, obviously, but I don't use it to open it very much. I usually use the thumb studs, thumb hole, whatever the case may be, to open the knife. That'd be interesting, guys. What do you, on your Axis style, Axis, Able, whatever the case may be, XR, do you guys really use it to open the knife? Let me know down in the comments. That'd be an interesting, kind of an unofficial poll type of thing. But as I said, you do have the thumb hole for deployment. There you go. Sig Sauer K320. Hogue USA CPM S30V right there for the blade steel. Cerakote finish on it. I really like the blade. I like most of the blade. We'll talk about this here real quick. The blade is really, I like the blade shape. I like the swedge. Got a kind of a high hollow there. Got a nice ramp for your thumb, and that's like I was talking about that jimping earlier. Thumb really slides in there really nice. The one question I had about the blade is this. I don't know. You know what? And if you guys know, please tell me. I don't know why you would do that with your blade. I'm sure maybe it's just an extension of that forward finger choil, I guess. Sure, okay. You know, I can buy that if that's what it is. It's just I've never really seen a knife like that. So I'm guessing that's pretty much what it is. It's just kind of like protection for that forward finger choil. That's what makes the most sense to me. But if you guys know something different, please, again, share that down in the comments. Because with it there, I mean, you do kind of have, you know, a frown. It's not really a smile. It's more of a frown where they've carried, you know, that edge back there. So, I mean, that makes the most obvious sense to me. Just never really had that. But overall, I do dig the blade. Really nice looking drop point, big beefy kind of blade. Yeah, I dig it. All right, spec time. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right about 8 inches. That is what they quote in the official specs on Hogue's website. About a 4.5-inch handle. It's going to give you about a 3.5-inch blade, but your cutting edge is definitely underneath that 3-inch limit. So, those of you with blade restrictions, there you go. Size comparison. Let's talk about the PM2. That's pretty good. That is a pretty darn good comparison as far as overall length. Handle. Yeah, PM2's probably got it just by a little bit on the handle. And it looks like the Hogue just might be inching it out on the blade by just a little bit. Then, of course, we'll throw our PM2, the bug out up there. We already looked at the PM2, didn't we? And obviously, it's much bigger than the bug out in overall size. Definitely. Oh, let's get a weight on it. Let's see. What are we going to start off in? We're going to start off in grams. 117 grams or 4.1 ounces. So for the size of the knife, the weight isn't all that bad to me. Not bad at all. Pocket clip. Now here we go. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, that's awesome. That sort of smoothed out area, we'll call it, for that landing pad, for that pocket clip. Really, really nice. Deep carry. Yep, the knife disappears. I mean, you got your little flag and your louvers there. But overall, it's got pretty good retention. I guess you could maybe say it's a little on the light side. I don't think it's that bad. I know some people might think it's a little light, but I thought it was okay. No real issues with it whatsoever. So, the K320. What do I like? What do I don't like? Well, I tell you what. Overall, I am liking the knife for sure. That P320 kind of grip texture makes for a terrific grip. Combine that with your jimping here on the ramp and the handle, with that jimping on the handle. Man, I'm locked in. I am absolutely locked in there. Great, terrific. Now you see you've got a cutout there for your index finger, and the other three lay just fine. Now, choke up on that forward finger choil. Again, you got a good place to rest your thumb. And there again, if you need just a little bit more control over it, again, it really feels pretty darn good. You can see my thumb's kind of sliding up on that ramp a little bit, but it's not uncomfortable, nothing like that. Overall, the clip, not even an issue in the grip. Yeah, action, this is where I kind of find a little bit, and you know, it's fine. It really is. I don't know, it's for maybe the knife size, my hand size, and maybe my general overall lack of coordination, but I'm doing it fine right now. Of course, why wouldn't I be? You know, most of the time I was thinking, you know, I wouldn't mind if this knife had thumb studs on it. That was kind of my overall thought. Is it hard to flick? No, not at all with the thumb hole. And like I said, I'm doing fine now. I mean, of course, why wouldn't I? But there was times that I just felt that maybe I could use thumb studs on it. But, you know, that's a me thing, really. There we go. There was one where I didn't get a good enough purchase in that thumb hole. But I mean, what? I mean, how many times have I flipped it and I've really... But I get kind of I kind of roll off of it a little bit and it doesn't snap. Now, is that a huge deal? No, because the knife opens. It works just fine. It was just, you know, it was just a thought I had part of the time is, you know, I thought this knife could really maybe use thumb studs. See it there, I missed it there. Yeah, I think I would prefer it to have thumb studs on it, but overall, there, I just did it again. Anyway, the knife overall, it's a solid knife, guys, without a doubt. It's really, ergonomically, it's very comfortable. I mean, they sell for, if you got them listed on the Hogue website, they sell for $149 there. So at your retailer, they might be the same. There might be a little less. Let me just throw back here, and I'll just, let's see. There's a 320A, as a matter of fact. Let me throw that out there. There's also an auto version of it, which is pretty cool. If you're into the auto game, I'm not really. So the Auto Tanto there on Knife Center, it's 144. So I'm guessing the non-auto on a, they're not going to be that much. Where is it? Well, let's try this one. Oh, no. I'm guessing they're probably in that $120, $130 range. There's the M17, which is very similar to, again, it's to match. There's the K320 M17 Able. That one's selling for $127. So yeah, that makes sense. That $125, $130 range is probably what you're going to find them for. I will find you a good link and put it down in the description, hopefully. If not, I will definitely put the link to the, because there's a whole bunch of them. They're the K320 family, I guess you could call it, from Sig and Hogue. I mean, there's the, what, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a K320As, there's a K320 Nitrons, there's the 320 M17, M18. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. There's quite a few different versions of it. So, very cool. Black, gray, kind of that desert tan, Tanto, drop point, a lot of different versions. Partially serrated, straight edge, lots and lots. So, very cool. Lots of options for you to check out. So, thank you very much, Casey, for loaning this one to me to check out. Loaning me all of them to check out, really. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I think most of these are going to be on the way to, I think it's Brad, Mild-Mannered EDC, for him to check out. So you might be seeing some of these from Brad. So it'd be a good idea to maybe check out his review and see what he has to say about them. He might like just the way it is. You never know. But thanks a lot, guys. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thanks again, Casey. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.